Know what it is like to start strong. The new plan, the new routine, the new commitment. For a few days, sometimes even a few weeks, you hold to it, and then something shifts. Not dramatically. Life does not fall apart, but the habit slips. One day becomes two. Two becomes a week, and then you find yourself back where you began, wondering what is wrong with you. Wondering why consistency seems to come so easily to others and so reluctantly to you. Nothing is wrong with you. What is missing is not willpower. What is missing is the understanding of how habits actually work. And once you have that understanding, the struggle begins to look very different. We are creatures of habit, every single one of us. 95% of what you do today, you will do tomorrow, and 95% of what you do tomorrow was determined years ago by the repeated choices you made without thinking much about them. The habits of your daily life are running your life. The question is not whether you have habits. The question is whether your habits are serving you or slowly, quietly undoing you. Here's the discovery that changes everything. Habits are not built through willpower. Willpower is a finite resource and it depletes. Habits are built through repetition in a favorable environment, through the elimination of friction between the intention and the action. The man who leaves his running shoes by the door the night before is not more disciplined than the man who does not. He simply built a system that made the right choice the easy choice. The single habit that makes all others possible is this: the habit of beginning. Every day, with no negotiation, before the mind has time to generate reasons why today should be the exception. I do not negotiate with my habits. I begin. Every day, I begin. Historical proof: Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin is perhaps history's most deliberate architect of personal habits. In his autobiography, one of the most remarkable documents of self-improvement ever written, he describes a system he designed in his early 20s, a list of 13 virtues he wished to develop, and a method of tracking his daily progress against each one. He did not try to build all 13 at once. He worked on one each week, giving it his full attention, tracking every failure with a small mark in a little notebook he carried everywhere. He did not shame himself for the marks. He simply observed them, adjusted, and continued. By the time Franklin was old, those habits had become invisible, not because he had become perfect, but because the virtues he had deliberately constructed had become his natural mode of operation. He had replaced his worst defaults with better ones. He had engineered himself. The mechanism: choose one habit. One, not three, not five, one. Make it so small in its initial form that you cannot possibly fail at it. Want to read more? Commit to 1 page per night. Want to exercise? Commit to 2 minutes of movement each morning. The goal is not the outcome. The goal is the identity. Every day you execute the habit, you cast one small vote for the person you are becoming. After 21 days, the habit has begun to set. After 66 days, the actual average, it has become automatic. At that point, you may increase its scope, but the foundation must be built first, and foundations are built by showing up consistently, not by showing up impressively. Affirmation: my habits define my future. I choose them carefully. I build them patiently. I protect them absolutely. Close. The reason you have struggled with habits in the past is not weakness, it's strategy. You were trying to build a cathedral before you had laid a single stone. Start smaller, protect the beginning. Let the consistency do the work that willpower cannot. And remember this: every master was once a beginner who simply refused to stop beginning.